Hello, the internet, Saffron here. And Biomutant released recently. And this game is kind of out of my wheelhouse. It's not, like, I don't normally play these action crafty RPG type things. It's just, I just don't get into them. Mostly because I don't like all the micromanaging. I just can't keep up with it. However, this game you get to play a cute little, what I have called a dorkable. Because really that's what they are. When we get the character creation, you'll see what I mean. So yeah, so I did actually start playing this a little bit just to kind of get a feel of how well I would do, and I still suck at it. So as much as I suck at the games that I like to play, I suck at this even more. But we're gonna start new. I am gonna change, like, there are a few things I'm gonna like push through, like dialogue. Just as like initial first impressions, the dialogue is annoying. All right, you have the critters that go on with their gibberish, and that's what they even call it in the game, is gibberish. And then the narrator translates, and it gets long-winded, it gets annoying. It's like, just either translate as they're speaking gibberish, or just say translation and don't even bother with the gibberish. Because it doesn't, like, even too, the fact that they call it gibberish doesn't add to the world building. It means it's not even like a language that was built into this world, it's gibberish. So that annoys me a little bit. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna start a new game. We'll create a new dorkable. And I tried the one, I started as a saboteur, and then my nephew played and he started as a different class, and it looked like it was pretty much the same. So I don't even know if that makes any difference. Yeah, but okay, so this was the one thing I was a little disappointed with also, because here is your character creation, okay? They give you the 6 different breeds. And yeah, that's a primal. And yeah, really the only difference is like the size of the facial features. So you have the size of the ears, the nose, the eyes, you know, and their placement. You know, so I was really kind of disappointed with that. Yeah, so I like the Murgle and I like the Primal. I think they're both kind of cute, but we're gonna go with the Murgle because I like the big ears. But yeah, and I call it a dorkable because they all have these big, crazy teeth. And it just, I'm not gonna lie, it makes them all look a little dorky. So yeah, so we're gonna do, they're not as intelligent, but all the other stats are kind of rounded. Well, actually, yeah, that's really kind of the only, like, yeah, there's really not much difference in stats. Yeah, you have the FIP, which are apparently more intelligent. You have the, yeah. Anyway, Murgle. We're doing a Murgle. Okay, so yep, and then I can change the attributes, and this is how you can change your body type. But again, there's not a lot, like, I can do this. Yeah, so if I look kind of like a rabbit there. Look at that, my big cute rabbit ears. But yeah, so I can do this. So yeah, so I have a nice long muzzle and a big head and then little bitty ears, and then just like, I don't dig that. Yeah, so this is basically where the extent of your character creation is. And you can randomize. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep, because I kind of like the standard. You know, I think the standard is nice. So yeah, so we're gonna put it there. I'll get a boost to strength and yeah. Genetic code.
Choose a genetic resilience.
And then just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna have like an automatic 25 resistance to cold. Cause why not? Or let's put it in between. We're gonna put it in between cold and radioactivity, because that's what I wanna do. That's what I want my critter to be. He's gonna be, like, that's where I live, in a cold environment. My critter lives in a cold environment, so he doesn't care if it gets cold. It's fine.
Choose your first style.
Okay, yeah, and then this too. Like, they give you the first styles, but you have to use this silly wheel. And I get that they didn't want to make a whole new UI, but it's very annoying. Because there's really like, okay, well, I guess this is what we'll switch to. All right, so I gotta see what I want for first style. I don't really dig that. I kind of like that. Nah. Actually, I like that one. Let's do that. We'll do that.
Your main color.
White. We are going to be white. White. 100% white fur. Because it's, again, cold. Cold environments, so we have white. All the way white. Oh, that looks way too yellow. Okay, can I have white? Can I have white, please? Yeah, because in this too, I gotta sit here and fidget with it to try to get it just right. Oh, and I'm not even looking at the right. I thought I was looking at, okay, never mind. The main color scheme is apparently your markings. All right, so I'm okay with that.
Your detail color.
Detail color. Yeah, the detail color is what I would consider to be your main fur. I mean, I guess what do I know? Okay, let's make it. Oh, we don't want that. We want it nice, a nice dark blue. Look at that. I like it. I'm okay with it.
Class.
Yeah,
Commando.
Yeah.
Saffron.
And I'm looking at these two, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll be the saboteur because it. You know, it doesn't look like you need a gun, but you still have a gun anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Commando.
Everyone has a gun,
Deadeye.
so this one has, yeah, Deadeye, tricky skill for rogue who's choosing life outside law and society
Commando.
values. Yeah,
Saboteur. Saffron.
Yeah.
Commando.
So I just,
Deadeye.
yeah, ranged weapons are reloaded instantly, or your next magazine is granted 20% damage.
Command. Sentinel.
Base armor increased by 10.
Deadeye.
So basically that's your tank. I
Deadeye
DPS.
chosen.
So that will do that. And like I said, I don't generally like guns, but
Good choice.
every class has a gun, so it doesn't matter.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads.
And I forgot to watch the opening
Choosing a
sequence
path in life is
because
that
basically
fork in the
it's
road where you
this.
make a choice, or
This is your
simply
opening
stop living.
sequence. And they say, you know, it's an unusual beginning that, you know, probably has an unusual end. And it's like, no, it's not an unusual ending. It's like every other hero story ever. There's this guy, he's a recluse, he's been drawn into the world because he has to save it or some shit. It's nothing new.
But for you, it's
All
not
right.
only a cross.
Yes, and then they have this morality system, light or dark. Okay, so yeah,
Seems
I'm gonna
more
do
like your
light.
own
Because that's the way I roll. They're cute little critters, but yeah, why couldn't they just have English like that? You just have a language. So my aura
Right
is
is
somewhat
always
light.
right.
I still don't know what that has to do with much yet because I didn't get real far, but it's a thing.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Can't be skipped.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Poor critter. Can't be skipped. Yes, and then yeah, they give you they give you your initial abilities, which apparently are the same no matter what like class you take. Ow, ow, ow. Oh yeah, that's right, parry. I did this. I am doing that. Okay, thank you. Rabbit's Fury. Yes. And yeah, and that's how it starts out. Every time. It just depends on what weapon you have as your melee.
You'd better make a run for it.
Okay, then
This
we run.
is not the time nor place to end this story.
And even on the PS4, like, I don't know how it is with like the PS5 or something, but my PS4 Pro, the load times are atrocious.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Yes, and that's the thing too, is there's the tree of life, and you're supposed to like either save it or you can help destroy it. Okay, yep. I will chop them up with my giant cloud buster. That's what it looks like. It looks like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy.
Slash.
Maybe that's part of the reason why I chose it. Well, I took care of them in a rat hurry. Anything else to look at here? No. Oh, that's, I should know that too. Ooh, wait, loot. Get the loot! Okay, yeah, and that's just different. Yeah, that's fine. And then medkits. Yep. So for anybody that's actually, whoops, did I actually get it? Thank you. Yeah, so people that are more familiar with these types of games than I am, I'm sure they completely know what it is they're getting into. It's a toilet! I don't want to know what that is that I found in the toilet, but it's for healing. Whoops, can I go out the door, please? There we go. I do like my little Dorkamo though. He's cute. Which is, like I said, kind of the reason why I wanted to play this. Because I make a cute little Dorkamo.
Oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Flash the slash.
Yes! Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 let me go! So mean! Stop it! There. That wasn't so bad. Then I get loot! Loot from you. Do you get loot? Do you have loot?
At least you're not coming out of this empty-handed.
Some stuff over here. I got whatever that is. Oh, that's crafting stuff. Okay. That it? Really? That's it? Okay. I guess I shouldn't expect much. There you go, just the first enemies. Careful of those things! Ouch! Stop! No, stop it! It was like he had me, but he didn't actually have me. Ow! Haha! I dodge! Oh, ow! Oh, and he's dead already. This is definitely going better than my initial playthrough. Maybe because I kind of know what I'm doing? I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I kind of know what I'm doing. Plus my character is a little stronger. My other one was more, like I took the Saboteur, so it's more like stealthy based. I'm not good at that. I should have known better. Said I DPS, like when I play like online RPGs and stuff, I make big boomies. I don't do a lot of the thinky, and that's because, you know, with video games, I don't want to have to do a lot of the thinkies. All right, I'm playing this shit for fun. I'm not gonna get paid, well, directly to play video games. Oh yeah, that's right, large shield, I need to use melee attacks. Ow. Oh, can I look here? Oh, can I please? That was a waste. It was 100% facing the wrong direction. That's the one thing I kind of don't like too, is that they don't really have a targeting system. I mean, you just look in that direction and hope you're hitting the right one. Whoop. Ow. Yeah, so a lot of times I lose enemies like that too because I can't keep track of them because there's no targeting. Besides, you know, aiming your camera, which, you know, I get. Ooh. Stop it. Ooh, now we get level ups and upgrades, all that good stuff. Looty looties. All sorts of healing stuff. How about money? You guys want to give me some money? No? All right.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
And get a crowbar. Because all of these games, you need to have a crowbar. All right.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Okay. Oh, there's my interactive. Like, where's it? Oh, that's right. I gotta fix the UI too. So let's go. Hold on here. And I don't know if that's good, because a lot of times when I was playing this initially, like QuickTime events would come up and I'd miss it because I didn't even see the button. All right. So yeah. So now we're here. We're just gonna go right to strength. Range combat, no. Close combat. Here we go. Two-handed slash. Wicked wolf. Okay, let's do that right away. And then, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Menuing. Okay, so we leveled up. We're all good. Bunch of menuing stuff. Oof.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really,
yeah,
I mean it.
Because, you know, that's what I've been doing this entire time. You know, I've just been lollygagging, you know, exploring, because there's so much to explore and see. And I thought I'd take in the sights. Let's get a little quicker here. Oh yeah, and here's our next enemy that we can fight, the next abilities that we get.
They're multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Ow, ow. Ow, stop it. I'm doing things here.
Just what you were looking for.
Fill it up with a couple bullets. Finish it. No, no, I'm trying to finish you off. Thank you. Yeah, and that was the thing too, is, you know, they talked about, you know, initially when this game released, they're like, oh, you can get these mutations, and, you know, they showed your arm changing and everything else. I don't know if that's actually a thing, besides what you have initially accomplished. All right, but I got those bio points, so let's just more menuing again. Okay, menuing's done.
Low tech, but it works.
What, the chain? Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, you can't get much more low tech than that. It's a chain! Hello? Anybody home?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Yes. Oh. Oh, I thought this is door. This is door. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll interact with this. Yes, and then here's the puzzle aspect of the game.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
I got it. Yeah, and that's the thing, is the smarter you are, the more moves you get, or whatever. I'm average, so I get 10 moves. Average intelligence.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So... Oop.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door.
Well, then let me go over there. I can hear it.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Well, I guess we'll check it out.
It's going to
Who
take
doesn't
a
want
bit
to melt the
puzzling
brain?
to short-circuit the door. Just a few
Oh,
moves left.
shoot.
Make them
Wrong
count.
way. Okay, I got it. We're good.
There
Trying
you go.
to quick stumble through it. Almost screwed it up. Oh, I do have a skip option. I should pay attention to that. Okay, then we have this character. Out of date.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
And we'll get to that in a sec. I was gonna say, because there's something that my husband pointed out about the name that I didn't quite get at first. But then my husband pointed out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I will, when we get past this little fight, I'll get more into that. Because it just blew my mind when my husband pointed this out. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are 100% correct. And I'm a dummy. Oh, there you are. Chop you in half. Okay, who else? Oh, we got one more left over here?
That's the last.
Get away from that
Let's
guy.
take the wheeled
I
one
mean, he's in
before
a wheelchair for pity's sake. Leave him alone. Any loot? Nothing? Oh, you got something. Got some scrap over here. Oh, you got something. Yeah, I got bodies everywhere. You don't have nothing, you don't have nothing. No. Nobody's got anything. Apparently I got it all. I hope I did. New friend and old friend. Okay, yeah, and this is where it's like I'm gonna just start pushing through dialogue because it's annoying.
Against the...
Yes, he sounds familiar, presents himself as out of date. Recognize him as he recognizes you as a child. You're one-eyed Ronin. Blah blah. One-eyed child that grew up. So apparently he had one eye a long time ago.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil...
Yes, the scar. Scar you're covering up over the eye patch, is it? But he would have recognized you anyway. You look exactly like your Muma. So he knew your Muma. And then Lupa Lupin came to the village and killed everybody except you. You escaped.
After the attack that the...
Okay, and then he talks about the world leaders who wanted to destroy the Tree of Life.
Had it not been for the trio...
And this is where the story gets discombobulated. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we have the new quest, a new friend. Okay, and then you come here, and this is where my husband's like, well, you know it's named after food, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, out of date, best before. So yeah, you have your best before date, and then it's expired, it's out of date. I'm just like, oh my gosh. He so is right. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, so now this is a flashback. So that's, and this is where I'm confused.
So you probably did.
Because the tree behind him, that's the tree of life. So this tree of life is supposed to be sustaining everything, but then when it dies, like everything dies, but it's just, it's right there.
He understands why you.
So apparently things were working just fine before the tree of life.
Potato people or nano are a
Okay, so anyway, so yeah, so he's going on about the nano people, and he gives you a new item. It's a flashback. Great, bitter grass. All right, so we're gonna go find a nano to give to the tree of life. The baby tree of life. Which apparently that guy's taken care of. Whoops, where is my... All right, we gotta go over here. Go all the way around. Oh wait, where is my entrance? Oh, here we go. Oh, and the thing too is here, you haven't learned how to swim yet, so you can't swim. So, yeah, so don't go in the water here, don't fall off. They don't exactly tell you that. Yeah, okay, so he's like, yay, I found a potato people, or nano. You gotta feed it to what they call the pensai, which will grow into the tree of life. Which, yeah, like I don't understand that. I'm like, if it's so important, wouldn't it have been there for like centuries? And if that's the, like, especially when you look at the tree of life, it's huge. Yeah, so the nano. So we got it. Oh, I missed it. Stop it. Stop running away. Oh, I beefed it. I kicked it.
You handle
Then I
that
kick
net
her.
like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Got a net. It's not that hard.
He's grateful for all the help he can get.
So yeah, so then
There's
he's like,
lots
you
of
know, where
nano
can you find the nano? And I thought this was gonna be like a quest, and I'm like, all right, so I gotta find nano to give the tree of life. And it's like, no. He's just like, well, the tree will be up big enough. I'll do it after 20. He's gonna take care of the nano. He's just telling you about it. Yeah, so you've done it. You gotta take it back to the pensai. So this is just a little bit of back history about the tree of life. And you, coincidentally. All right, so we come back up here. Here, I got something for you. I got this nano. The tree eats it? I don't know. Yes.
Now that you...
So yeah, so the nano makes the tree bigger.
From this day on...
Yes, and it's everybody's goal. And your Muma is the one that's supposed to protect everybody.
He says you'd better hurry back.
So I gotta go find my Muma. And that's the end of the flashback. Did you get all that? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
It's fine.
He lost you. He says.
But yeah, you know, this guy too, he looks old.
He devoted to growing the tree of life.
But like I said, if you look, the tree of life is huge.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun. And it wasn't long after
Which again,
that,
too, the
that
tree of life was so...
world
Like, are there
arrived.
multiple tree of lives? It doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so the end of days...
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution. the second coming, and our lineage.
Yeah, so when humans, I'm assuming more or less, destroyed the
His
Earth,
friend
it
Gizmo
created these
is working on
toxic
a
creatures.
Mecton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Yeah, but you look, there's the Tree of Life, and these roots are huge, and they go everywhere.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront
So
the
then,
Murk-Puff that
like, if he's been
dwells
growing
deep
it for
down
so
under the
long,
surface at the end of the
like,
Northwest Route.
I still don't understand it.
Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the
Yeah, and the
route
thing
to
is,
the
too, they're called
southeast.
puffs. And I was thinking, like, oh, maybe because they're
Outerdate says
no,
his
it's food
friends are
related.
gearing up to stop the world eaters.
Like marshmallows.
There's one at the end of each route.
Like cheesy puffs.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't
Which,
saved.
again, what were they doing
His
before the
friends
Tree of
have
Life?
prepared something specific for each world eater. The Mecton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the world eaters.
Yay, you get a net. I got a net. Okay. So yay, so now we learned about, you know, the fate of the world and what you're actually supposed to be doing. Now you can leave.
You're getting the hang of it.
Oh, I'm using the crowbar. I'm like, what am I getting the hang of? It's a door. I've been using them the whole
Quickest way out
time.
is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Sure is. I got XP for something. Talking to out of date, I guess? Yeah, so now we travel to meet one of the 4 tribes.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters.
And now we're actually at the title screen. So. That's this. I'm already sprinting. Thank you, game. See, look, I do it. Oh, and then we have a piss pole.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged.
Which is fine. But this is how you mark it out. That is my pole now.
Let's see.
Which is why I called them piss pole. Yep, so yeah. So that's, you can place your way, that's your quick travel, etc., etc. Let's see if we can't get this first marker here. That's one of the world eaters. We don't want to fight that yet. And actually they scale with you, because I found what, like in my other playthrough, I found one of the world eaters.
That must be the world eater that chewed
I
off
couldn't take it
Out-of-Date's
down,
leg.
so I'm like, okay,
You'll need
and I
a
leveled up a
hat
little
trick to
bit,
bring
and I'm
that
not intentionally trying to take down the
The
world eater, but I'm like,
world eaters have made
I was
their
just doing
marks
other
on
things,
our
and then I
world
came
over
back, and then he
time.
was still a higher level, so I'm like, ooh.
That's not the
I
first
see how this
nor the
works.
last village it'll leave in its wake.
Yeah.
A survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
And look at his cute little spots. I want little spots. Got cute little spots. Okay, yep. Yep. And this is part of, like, your
He worries there
aura.
won't be much left to save if...
Okay, yep. Light and dark, psi abilities, yes.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your...
I will help him. I don't have to do anything to help him. I can just say I will help you, and then that's it. You helped him.
He's grateful for that.
You get a cookie.
That's a spark of light!
Yes, and then...
What's there to like about...
Not as much as it hurt.
Always making...
And you're...
Okay, yep, that's great. Biff. All the voice actors and everybody that contributed to this, and I'm just skipping over it. Yeah, so now I get side points.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Stay in the world. Oh yeah, so now and then you have to pick a tribe to help you. And this is basically more like the light and dark thing, because there's tribes that want to destroy the tree and tribes that want to help the tree. So
the Myriad's conviction to stop
Yes.
the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
okay, yeah.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
And this is where the timeline kind of falters also, because supposedly this was all one big village that was run by Yermuma. And then when she was killed, then like the tribe split up, but they look like they've been established for years. And yes, it's been years since Yermuma died, but like, it just seems crazy.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least...
Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna...
Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way...
Yeah, so I was waiting for the Tree of Life. Okay.
Regardless.
Yep, so now I get to pick if I want to, if I want to join the Myriad or the Jagni. And I'm going to do the Myriad. We're going to try to save the Tree of Life. We don't want to destroy it. I mean, come on. Even if it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yay, I know somewhat light. An alliance. Okay, and then I think I will, well, we can continue on here for a little bit, actually. Let's see if we can't make our way to the Myriad tribe.
Tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
There. Not much happening here. I just take all of them. Just kill everybody. Ow. Ow. Oh, everybody is attacking me. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. Stop it. I'm trying to help. I'm sorry I hit you. My sword is just too big. I could actually take them all down. I don't think that's going to be a good idea, though.
You might want to fall back.
Okay, I'm running. I'm running. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was actually trying to help, and it didn't work out that way. It just did not. Are they still oh, that guy's still chasing me. He's like, no!
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Well, I mean, that's that's what happens. So it's a very long, uneventful trek. Like, it's a beautiful world, you know, to explore it. I could go anywhere.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
That's what I'm doing. I gotta use my piss pole first.
Let's see.
I don't want to see. I just wanted to mark it, okay? That was the whole point. To just mark it.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers.
You need to talk to your seafood.
Doesn't.
Well, no, your seafood wouldn't know me. There's our seafood, the Myriad Tribe. Okay, yeah,
The Myriad Tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Okay, great.
He welcomes
So that's what we need to
the
learn.
Myriad Fort and introduced, but he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on...
Yes. To take out a site against the scavengers, it seems you believe in helping your UNEX, and that's something you have in common, yes.
He's convinced you've
Return for a reason, glad you chose to come here.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense your kind-hearted.
Yes. You know, for the most part.
The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make... There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope. He was
so we're going to ally with the Myriad.
You want...
Coerce. We're going to coerce them.
The Myriad were placed here to fulfill a certain purpose.
Great.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner.
Wish there were another way.
You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy. He wants you to focus.
Yep. So now our goal, we gotta take down the
rival
Jagni tribe
outposts
outpost.
Your tribe needs to take control of.
The Urfadurf. Urfadurf. Urpderb.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war.
Yeah, I don't know how you can wage a gentle war. I think that's an oxymoron.
Tells you not. Once you've dealt with the rival's outposts.
Share the land again.
You were all part of the same tribe once, but without your Muma there as a guide, the disciples turned on each other and formed their own tribes.
Yeah.
Seeing you brings back his... Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good.
Yep, establishing a code of honor.
He remembers your...
Yep, I'm a great person. Anyway, the old village.
Even though it's not...
Okay, great. So, yeah, so now we're allied with the Myriad, and we're focusing on rebuild or saving the Tree of Life. Don't want to destroy it. All right, and I think I'm going to end the episode here. We'll travel some more. There's lots of dialogue and stuff and little bitty things to go through, and we'll worry about that next time. So, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, ring that bell, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all later.